Welcome to Show 87 for December 16th, 2009. I'm Dan Doherty, your host of this fantastic daily show here at edan.com. I'm also the CEO of tiptopwebsite.com, where you can create your own website online in 60 seconds for only $1. Use the promo code Dan at sign up and I'll give you a free domain. Let's jump right into the show here. Chinese government has always policed the internet in China, but now they're looking at the social games. So nothing new here, but it's coming out in the press. Chinese government to police social games. So what are social games? Zanga, if you play any of the Zanga games. Farmville, if you're used to Farmville. If you don't play these games, don't worry about it. If you don't live in China, don't worry about it. But basically these online games, when they say social games, you play, let's say online, I don't know, shoots and ladders. Let's go back old school. And you get 1,000 other people playing shoots and ladders. Scrabble was a big one for a long time now. Scrabble's a great game. You can play with 1,000 people. Farmville, I'm looking at a picture of the Farmville here in China. That's a big one. Just some of these silly cartoon games, but the Chinese police are looking at them. They don't want people, I don't know, planting too many carrots in Farmville. I can't figure it out. No one else can, but they're reporting on it again that, we're very lucky with our freedoms here in America and the rest of the world. So I'll post a link in the show notes, and you can, create your own opinion in there. And is the policing good or bad? I see absolutely no reason for, whatever. Let people play their own games online. They're not hurting anyone. There's nothing illegal going on. So, but the Chinese government, they want to watch over. I don't know. They want to see if there's some secret messages being sent back and forth in the cartoons. I don't get it. So let's jump right into Friendster. What is Friendster? Friendster, the original MySpace, the original Facebook. They had a chance to sell for $90, $100 million way back when. But the investors and everyone got greedy and said, no, we'll sell for $1 billion one day, thinking they'd be the Facebook. Well, they never did become the Facebook, never did become the MySpace. MySpace got 650 million plus. Facebook worth $10, $15 billion. Friendster, still a huge number here, sold for $39.5 million, but a bunch of subtractions at the end of the day. $3.7 million in debt they had. They owed investors that. $2.5 million in cash in the bank account. That has to go when they sell. They get all the assets. $2.1 million to the Friendster CEO, $1.4 million to Friendster executives, and $3.4 million to Morgan Stanley and other third-party brokers, agents, attorneys. So they end up at $26.4 million. That's what they all end up. They can divvy that up. The shareholders of Friendster, that's great. It's not the $100 million. Google offered them $30 million back in 2003. That would have been worth about $180 million in today's dollars after if they just got $30 million worth of Google stock. MOL Global bought them. MOL Global is a huge company in Asia that runs thousands of websites, and it'd be a perfect match, does a lot of social networking. So it'd be perfect. And they say they have 115 million users worldwide on Friendster. So I didn't know they had that many. If that's really true, that's gigantic, and that's a pretty good deal for a company like that. It's got a great brand name, been around forever. So it looks like it's going to be the Facebook of Asia. So that's that, and I'm happy for Friendster. They finally sold, not Facebook dollars, but still, $26 million. Not at the end of the day, they sold for $39.5, but $26 million to end up with. Not too bad, not too bad. A lot better than the valuation a few years ago. Just a few years ago, they couldn't even get $10 million. So McDonald's to offer free Wi-Fi. How cool is that? Starting in January. So what do you need free Wi-Fi for? You're traveling across the country, need to check your email on your laptop. Go into McDonald's, check it, right? When you go in there, what are you going to buy? A soda, maybe a milkshake? You got the kids in the car, hamburgers. I'm not a big fan of McDonald's, but this is really cool. They have free Wi-Fi. Right now they have it for $2.95 for every 2 hours. Probably didn't work out. I bet you no one ever paid. Maybe 5, 10 people in the whole country paid. Now they're going to give you two for free. They say 11,000 of McDonald's out of the 14,000 U.S. locations, 11,000 of them are going to be involved in this. So this is great. So again, you're traveling across country, pop in there, check your email, pull up MapQuest, see how lost you are. Very cool, great idea by them. Starbucks had it for a while. Like I said, McDonald's did have it, but they want to charge people. So starting in January, that will be free. Maybe map it out before you go across country, see if everyone has it. I bet you the larger ones have it. The really small ones kind of combined with other stores may not. But 11,000 out of the 14,000, that's a big percentage. So check that out. McDonald's, don't like your food, but great campaign you have going on here. Wireless parking, been around in San Francisco for a while, and they just keep improving it, improving it. I've got a great video on how it works. Basically, it's you're charging up the parking meter with your cell phone. Right? So you run out of tokens, when I say tokens, quarters, dimes, whatever. So many parking meters don't even take dimes anymore. You have to have quarters, so you got to go find the change. How cool it would be just to punch in the parking meter number, punch in your phone, and say, give me an hour, give me 2 hours. Very cool, especially if you're running a dinner, you're running late in the middle of dinner, it's raining outside, don't want to go outside. Get a text message from the parking meter. You want to add another 10 minutes? Yes. An hour? Yes. Very cool. Check this out. I got a great video of a guy explaining this, how it's working in San Francisco. Even can find parking spots that are available. How cool is that? So no driving around the city all night long. That's the show today. I had a great time as always. I'll see you tomorrow. Tell your friends and make sure you use the promo code Dan at sign up at tiptopwebsite.com, and I'll give you a free domain. Feel free to share that promo code with your friends too. I'll see you tomorrow. Check this great video out of wireless parking. All right.
This is a parking sensor. You really can't see inside of it. It's kind of like a rock the way they make it. But inside here, there are a couple of batteries, an antenna, a couple of microprocessors. Each sensor will tell you the occupancy of the parking space. It'll tell you where there's available parking. So let's say you're going to a restaurant. You make a reservation, and as part of your reservation, it also signs you up for parking information. So as you get close to the restaurant, it tells you which way to go on your iPhone or whatever. It says turn left, then it says turn right. Sure enough, there's a parking space. You pull in. There's a sensor in the space that knows that you just pulled in. It associates it with the parking meter, and you now have an option to press a button on your phone and add time to the meter. Then you go off to the restaurant. It's about an hour and 20 minutes in. You're on your second bottle of wine and you want to stick around for a little while. So you get a prompt that says, parking is going to expire in 10 minutes. Would you like to add a half an hour to the meter? Press a button and sure enough, it shows up on the meter so that you don't get a ticket.